For you think so?
No one wants to play against Nyx.
Maybe some heroes don't mind. I feel like a lifestealer, you probably don't really care, you know?
Yeah, okay, there are exceptions, but most of the heroes in the game hates Nyx.
Sure.
I mean,
Definitely agree with
lifestealer, in
that
fact,
sentiment.
yeah, in some ways you can say Nyx can counter lifestealer as well, because if you're infested in the Starter or Sand King, you Carapace. When he jumps and he stuns and you come out from the infest, you get stunned immediately from Carapace. So in some way, Nyx counters lifestealer as well.
Ah, so even the heroes that counter Nyx are afraid of him from time to time.
So they take out the Lone Druid, second phase, tanky hero with the Wisp. When you see Liquid, when they drop the Wisp, they usually pair with Bristleback, Lone Druid, Lycan.
Well, to me, the lone druid isn't so much the IO partner; it's the hero that can be left alone while the IO helps mid.
Yeah,
That's what we've seen
that
Liquid
too.
do, where it's like IO's going to help Miracle at mid, Tusk Kuro is going to roam. Matu needs a safe lane hero that can just do fine without help, and that was the lone druid earlier today.
Well, you say that, but in some of the games, he's been playing mid. Mid Brood.
Yeah, I think that's less likely with the IO pickup though.
Yeah,
But
probably.
we'll have to see. 2 Matu hero banned out in a row with the Lycan as well as the lone druid. Both kind of the fairly self-sufficient heroes that can get by on their own if needed. The bear because he has the summon to kind of tank for him and help get last hits. The Lycan because he has got that great HP regen coming out from the passive, and similarly also his summons if he uses them.
Yep. So because they ban both of Matu's heroes, it's gonna leave a lot of the other players' heroes like Darkseer. Darkseer is something that they like to pick him a lot. Darkseer Tusker very very dangerous in the lane against the AA. AA doesn't really do well against those kind of pressure lanes. Very hard for AA to play. They ban out the Void and the DP. Like LGD usually has like this kind of like a very standard, like a pushing like objective based lineup. They will have a Dragon Knight, Death Prophet, Pugna, something that pushes your tower, for their mid lane. Like both the LGD teams play very similar. But this team, actually they're a bit different because maybe plays more of like the other more flashy heroes.
Yeah, we've seen them run more of like pseudo carry oriented heroes. They take the Sven, something which also kind of acts as a pseudo block pick, one of the better partners perhaps to put with the IO. They grab that for themselves.
Time for some Veno. Veno's really good against Nyx and Sven because with Veno you are like basically playing to try and group up and push towers, which doesn't allow the Nyx to get any pickoffs around the map. And number two, Sven is, you get kited very very badly by Veno. Veno is like a hard Sven counter.
We'll see if Liquid have their eye on here. Maybe they start with their offlane. You mentioned the Darkseer as well as a likely pick there. The trend has very much been let's pick the mid hero last.
Yeah, Darkseer. What else is good? Clockwork, I think maybe possible. Clockwork's quite okay against AA and Nyx. But with their current playstyle, they rarely pick Clockwork.
They normally have more of a farming hero.
Yeah, Tricore. They have a Tricore setup.
The games where we've seen the offlane Clockwork has not gone great. He does fall off quite hard. There is a bit more of a farming offlane here. We saw Mind Control play earlier today when we were casting Team Liquid.
He's a bit like similar role to the Darkseer. Farms a lot, participates in team fight. He is okay against the Sven because you can reduce his damage in team fights with the anchor smash. Laning phase with if they do want to have some kind of probably not because the Wisp will probably go mid. Tide will probably be left alone. Maybe the Tusk will roam and help him a little bit, but very little kill potential with Tusk plus Tide Hunter dual lane. Probably Mind Control will be left to his own device, jungle whenever he can.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Tusk doesn't necessarily want to go to a Tides lane because the kill potential isn't that strong. Yeah. It's not like a Darkseer.
Yeah, but the general idea is quite similar. Remember the game we casted earlier where they drafted? It was the same thing against Nyx. They drafted like a 5-man, like tight with something. Can't remember what. Yeah. Tight with a 5-man lineup, so the Nyx cannot really find pickoffs, and the enemy is forced to like react to your 5-man push. And it's not easy for Nyx to, because if your team itself, like the Nyx team, if they can't really take the team fight, then the hero doesn't do a lot because the enemy team is grouping up together. So that's pretty much the idea behind this right now. So let's see how does LGD react to this. There are two things you can do right now. Either you pick your own team fight, or you go for heroes that have a lot of wave clear, so you move them around the map. Teamfight heroes, they took out Conquer, Void. Yeah, these are the two heroes that are really good against Tidehunter.
Victoria's Kunkka has been fantastic. They're actually going to get their mid. I was a bit surprised by this. I was thinking they'd save that for last.
Keeping their options open, because right now, if this fourth pick right here, they pick an offlane hero, their draft is not so flexible, because right now, because they pick Quap, the next can be offlane, can be position 4. So they have a much bigger pool of selection, because this hero is an interchangeable role between offlane and a support, so it gives them more options. And Quap is like something still like pretty good for them, because they're choosing to go into more team fights, so they have Quap plus A, so they're gonna clash into the Tidehunter. And their last pick is pretty much quite open because of the sequence of heroes they've been choosing.
It's also ensuring they can get one of the mid heroes that has an escape against like an IO, +1 in the mid lane, and even a roaming Tusk. Having a
Queen of Pain.
Yeah, exactly. Those are like the two heroes you can kind of play mid and be 1v2, or even 1v3. That Tusk is going to roam in and look for picks. Brood grabbed. That's the Matu Brood. They've got tied.
That's the scamming Tide pick, right? There's no way they pick Brood. So this is the same thing they did in that game where they had it was a mid Broodmother. So it's gonna be, I mean, Queen of Pain is actually okay against Brood. You just need to get early points in the Scream. You don't really try to, unless you have a kill potential. Otherwise you don't get the poison, the dagger.
Bloodseeker ban.
I mean, it's still a very annoying lane, regardless, because you think about it, Brood is mid, and they have two roaming heroes like the IO Tusk or IO Spiritbreaker, these kind of heroes. It gives the Brood a lot of opportunities to dive, and the Brood is also going to create, vice versa, it's going to create a lot of opportunities for the Tusk to roam, because he's going to always be pressuring the Quap, right? He's going to try to force the Quap to use her blink. Once her blink is down, the Tusk can come in and just set up a kill.
Yep.
Very dangerous lane for the Quap still.
Definitely will be cause for concern for LGD.
Last ban is good. Bloodseeker is pretty good against the, or like most of their heroes, like the Sven, the Quap. I still think like and maybe with this two hero setup, Venom is still quite good against their heroes.
Do they want? Do you think it's important they get something that's like a really strong partner for the IO though?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because you have Brood and Tide, then you need like a strong carry, like another hero that can carry. Like Venom is okay-ish, like he's somewhere in between that he does a lot of things. He's a good team fighter, he has good magic damage, good physical damage, but he is not the best partner for the IO.
Find out what that's going to be. Liquid will have the first pick before it goes over to LGD.
They're still tiny, I guess. Tiny Chaos. Chaos Knight's probably not.
And the Bat Rider, so take out one of the offlaners here before they pick their final hero, and it is going to be a Monkey King.
Call Monkey King. This is a good
hero.
Call Monkey King is
Talked about. I've seen a few people talk about this. Like it's going to be one of the heroes that comes back at TI. Like Monkey King is going to be played more in that carry role than the full position roamer role.
It's quite strong because he's a hero that doesn't need too much in the lane, like self-sufficient, and he's very tanky. Has a very good stun, AoE stun, good team fight. Like basically they have Tide and Monkey King. You can't really fight into that kind of AoE spell. Very difficult for Sven.
Last pick Axe for 11, so they get some control, someone to initiate, someone potentially to even go up against the Brood. They could, if they wanted to, something I was going to bring up is swap around these lanes. Do you think there's a chance they do something like sending the Axe mid against the Brood if the Brood is going to be there?
I don't think they need to though. Like all three lanes, if you think about all their cores, Sven, Quap, Axe, they all do okay against Brood. Brood doesn't like destroy them. The Sven has the cleave. Quap you can just get early points, like I said in the Scream. Axe is just Axe. Axe is going to deal with Brood. I don't see a lane where, oh crap, the Brood is going to go there and it's going to cause a lot of problems, you know.
Okay. Well, we'll see how effective Matu's Brood can be. Definitely a hero that has changed a lot since I feel like the introduction of talents. It just feels like Brood can scale and be much more of a right-clicking carry than she used to be.
And the build as well, like he has very different builds nowadays. I've seen like a Deso. I don't know if you've seen this, they have a Deso build. You just get a Deso. Like first item Deso on Brood as a mid Brood. Then you have like the Bulldog build where he gets Echo Saber.
Seen like Echo Saber, Solo Crest. I've seen quite common.
Echo Saber, then BKB AC, like the fighter build. Then there's the Orchid build. Then I've seen the occasional Ice troll Radiance build. I don't really like it too much. Like he has a lot of like a variety of builds, like depending on what the game needs. What does your team need?
Yeah.
What needs to be done to win?
It's crazy because the hero hasn't seen that much competitive play, so I think people have kind of forgotten how to play against it a bit, and also have just not played against the new Brood with talents. Like, some of these talents are insane. 70 attack speed at level 20, the 8 webs you get 25. The 20% cooldown reduction is an insane talent.
I think the key thing is also because of the level 15 talent, depending on the game as well. Like sometimes the 350 health is a lot at level 15.
Yeah.
You can be super tanky. Like if you imagine the build, you have the power traits Echo Saber build, and you have the 350 talent. You are so tanky as a Brood.
Well, we'll
So
see.
Gonna be a mid Brood, I guess.
Yeah, it looks that way. He's got one pulled Tango, he's got double sentries to have that vision control. Does look like that will be the case with Norbert Venom. We'll see what LGD look to do. Victoria is going to charge up.
I've never seen this matchup though, like Axe against Monkey King. I think Monkey King should be okay. Oh, Victoria?
What's he up to? Gets the two-man stun. Has backup, but it's quite far away. Axe and Queen of Pain. 5 LGD heroes up in this top lane. This is...
He's trying to bait them.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, they are dead.
Yeah, there's at least going to be one kill. Miracle is going to get stunned up, cold-feeded. Throws down the stun before he goes down, but a first blood picked up by the Queen of Pain.
And the monkey has his strike, balance strike at level 1. That's going to make laning easy for the Axe.
That was such a mind game. He's just running up there alone. His entire team was waiting back at the shrine.
That was some next level. Like I've never seen this start before. Like the usual starts would be like, you go to the lane or you try to smoke at like 15 seconds before the 20 seconds before the rune spawn. You smoke in and you try to kill them. That is something new.
Yeah, like you say, like if you smoke to them, but no, it was very much let's send this Nyx out, pretend he's warding.
And an enemy is like, oh, maybe he dropped a ward somewhere. He's alone. They're gonna try to do something to him, and then, So they have left the Axe against. I guess they thought the Brood was going bot, maybe. Or they just wanted, maybe they just wanted to go aggro lane with the Sven.
Looks like they just wanted to aggro lane against like the Monkey King.
Yeah,
As a result, Liquid changed the lanes up.
Because like, I've been playing against Monkey King a lot in C. As an off laner, it's very difficult to lane. Like Monkey King is like Ursa because of the passive, you know. Very difficult for the off lane to sit in the lane to farm and get XP. So if you have this idea in mind, it means that they're trying to give their off laner a better time. So they avoid the Monkey King lane for the off laner. They try to aggro lane and give the Axe a better start. So that was probably what they were thinking about, and they were trying to give 11 a better start. But right now, both teams swap their lanes, so in the end, it's going to be the Axe still against the Monkey King.
Yeah, the Axe swaps back top, the Monkey King follows him there, making sure Liquid can get the lanes they want.
Yeah, and mid lane, I think it should be a wash. Quab should be fine. Like I said, you get a few early points in Scream, you ignore the Shadow Strike, and you should be A-okay in the lane.
It's going to be tough because of the sentry control. Brood came to lane with 2 sentries. The Quap started with 1. They both traded sentries, and maybe brought a second sentry, which, if the same thing happens, he won't have a sentry ward to play with in lane if they both lose their sentry at the same time.
Yeah, that's true, but at the end of the day, I think it's not like Quap, because Quap is very difficult for Brood to kill. So even if he's gonna have like maybe like a minute without a sentry, it's not like he's gonna have a lot of pressure in the lane. Like, let's say if you are a hero that the Brood has a kill potential, then without the sentry, you will find it very difficult to stay in the lane and farm. So
Matu has definitely had some pressure come his way in this mid lane. The 2 points in Scream.
Oh, bot lane. Yao. He's gonna body block him with the illusions, proc the cold feet.
Has 2 of them really well played here, but he will
still
not get the kill, like you say. A bit too tanky. Has a salve as well on the Tide Hunter. So he will be healing himself back up in this lane. Kills coming there. A lot of heroes congregating towards this top lane, though. Io has been skulking around at Radiant Shrine. They're going to get a call on a creep wave here. It is a bit of a bait as the Io does immediately tether on in. 11 has backup coming. It's an AATP, but the Axe is going to go down before he can do anything. Cold Feet onto the Io. The target they want to go, and there is going to be another Impale soon. Needs to get it out just barely in time. As Kuro then doesn't get tethered himself. Almost dies because of it, but nicely played by Liquid. They are so good at baiting with Io. Every time I see them play with GH's Io, especially pairing up with Miracle.
And it's also the passive, you know, the Jingu Mastery. Like, Monkey King got so much life drain there, so And meanwhile, Kuroki suicides to the neutrals.
Yep.
Goes back to base and let's see where can he go next. Tide now knows that he's alone with the Sven, so he's gonna be able to play very aggressively up the lane. And they're gonna try to contest the Monkey King's lane here with the 3 heroes.
As soon as that rotation happened, Tide is just, like you say, bullying the Sven. He's just going up, anchor smashing, getting all the denies in the world. His life very tricky. Brood's kind of left the mid lane, is fallen back to the jungle. It really speaks to this mid lane going the way of LGD, it feels like.
Like I said, it's fine for the top, like with the extra points in Screamo top lane.
Yeah, 11 getting brought down very low. The snowball going to go in through. May still be able to survive this one. Gets a call, pulls him deeper underneath the tower. Has a salve still to play around with. He's going to turn and look for the Kuro kill. GH is also low. Does not look too good for Kuro, who does not have boots here. Gets some extra movement speed thanks to GH.
Fine.
Yeah, that will help him out.
There's no battle hunger on the Axe. Laning situation right now. Also, Pop has rotated towards bot lane. Maybe they will... Probably not. Tide seems to be quite aware of what's happening because mid lane, there's no heroes in mid lane, so like in a... Unless he makes a TP down, then...
He's scanning it, yeah. He's expecting the Queen of Pain to show up, but...
Then it'll be less obvious because he's like walking all the way down. It took a long time.
Yep. Cop was looking for that rotation with ultimate, had a regen rune to give
Brood
the mana
has
for
caught
it.
up. Like she was, the Brood was like 500 gold behind before, but he was like doing this jungle farming pattern along the ancient area. Like he was farming the 2 medium camps.
It's very efficient, you know. From the mid lane, you can go straight into that jungle with the web system.
Yeah, this is like someone started from. I don't know if you watch a lot of Baby Knight's team, his old team.
Yes.
He used to play a lot of mid where I was watching their games, and he would like do something like that, like farm the left side of jungle, go connect it with the webs.
Connect it with like the ancients and stuff
You'll
as
be
well.
so fat because of this jungling
Bottom
pattern.
lane, it's called mind control here. Does look like they should be able to get the kill this time. It's going to be a tough one to get, but they do in the end. Carapace, I
Good
believe.
carapace there by Victoria, returning the anchor smash damage. But overall, game state right now. Laning wise, I think for LGD, Quab is doing the best. Sven and X somewhat okay. It's quite even though because Liquid has like the Brood and the Monkey King doing okay as well. Not too far behind the Quab and the Sven. It's quite evenish. And X is a little bit ahead of the Tide in terms of net worth.
Yeah, just a little bit. He's having a tougher time. He can't really go to lane so much against that Monkey King anymore, it feels like.
Oh, Quab gonna get her TP cancelled. She was gonna try to TP to pick up the Arcane Rune, but now gonna be forced back.
Oh, the chase is on. Brood really wanted the kill, but he did blink far enough back. Matu very close to trying to chase that one down. There's a shrine available, so imagine Quap will be headed that direction.
Yeah, it would be still quite annoying though, because that would be a very important rune. Like our previous cast, I talk about how important it is to control runes. In the early game, runes dictate the play of the game. Runes will create opportunities. Arcane Rune is something that can change a lot in the early game because of the cooldown reduction on a heavy cooldown spell like a Sonic Wave. So right now, like still both teams trying to play their economy game, farming, getting their levels up. Big rotations would start I think when the A and Nyx, both of these heroes, get their ultimates online, the dagger on the axe. Whereas for Liquid, they are much more like a slower paced game. They're gonna play more of their reactionary TP to react, get more items first. I think their timing would be maybe a mech on Tide first if they choose to go down that route. Then they group up and push mech Tide with the Monkey King ultimate.
LGD is smoked down bottom. As Liquid sent both supports down there, here comes the Queen of Pain with ultimate.
They want to drop their Sonic Wave.
Yep. Well, the IO Spirits will scout this one out to GH. Gets the tether away, really goes quite far here. This is going to be a tough kill to get as a result. No Impale to follow this one up. The snowball back Tusk Kuro is going to be the sacrificial lamb.
That wasn't too bad.
It was looking like it was going to be multiple kills.
That was actually okay for Liquid, to be honest. Like losing just a support Tusk right there with what it was a 3-man rotate, like 3-man smoke.
It was a 2-man smoke with the Nyx and the Quap, but it was still 4 heroes.
On the other hand, they did save the Sonic Wave, so they still have that up their sleeve.
Axe is kind of holding this mid lane, not letting the Brood push it in as well. King back top has maxed out
the
Brood
is getting first item there, so.
That was the build you talked about. getting this at a very early time there. Oh, they're going to catch the
He
eye.
wasted the shrine. That's actually very huge
Yeah.
for early game.
And
That's a big deal.
They know Mind Control's got
tide-
this ancient stack.
The tide is set right now. He was gonna be able to use the shrine to farm the ancients. Right now, oh no, that's
Well,
bad.
on the Radiant side, there is Sven. There's also Axe, 2 heroes that
Can
can
they
steal.
steal it right now?
Possibly with the Mask of Madness, but
Not yet, but maybe in the near future.
yeah, they've got vision of it is the key thing right now. So if Liquid are worried about it being stolen, they may have to go and secure it soon.
Yep. So basically right now what's happening is like, you see what Liquid is doing, they're like farming all 3 lanes, trying to play their economy game, and they're just holding TPs to react to LGD is the ones that wants to make moves right now with the Queen of Pain ultimate, and try to, because they are trying to free up lanes, because Axe, Nyx and A, all these three heroes, they're gonna need some sort of like levels and farm. So the Corp has to be the main one moving around with the cooldown spell, the Sonic Wave. She wants to use her, look at her movement, she's been trying to use her Sonic Wave. Top lane,
Yeah, they go in, they get the call as the TPs come. Miracle has got Jingu up here. He's just going to turn and fight. He may be alone, but he
no
feels
mana.
confident.
no mana for
Queen of
stun.
Pain blinks in as well. The slow coming out from the Shadow Strike as well as the Veil. Miracle getting very low, turns around with the stun. But I think Jingu here, this is going to be a tough kill for Miracle, but it's also a tough kill for LGD, who cannot chase him down.
Okay.
He's trying to snowball to the neutrals if he needed it.
Yeah.
For a bit of a dodge
The
there.
Corp didn't have enough mana for her combo. That was really unfortunate. That would have been a really big kill getting the Monkey King.
They don't get the kill. While that was going on, Tide was farming the Ancients. Brood was
Yeah.
also pushing mid, probably the bigger objective.
They're just doing the right things right now with their lineup. Like I said, they don't really have to make. They don't have to be the ones
To be close,
that make plays. They just need to react accordingly.
Miracle finding a kill on the Axe. Hero is looking to not even farm up just the Blink Dagger right now, perhaps just a Vanguard. Axe is fallen behind the
He's
Tide.
going Vanguard first.
Well, he's got to bring a health queued up.
I'm not sure if that's the right decision though, because they have quite like a farm heavy tri-core. Like all their 3 cores gonna need some sort of farm, and Nyx and AA are not heroes that don't need anything, you know. AA is gonna need levels. I mean, AA doesn't need too much. Okay, he just needs levels. But Nyx is gonna want to farm at some point. You know, you want to get your dagger.
So far, Liquid showing some kind of creative, innovative TI7 picks here with the mid Brood, the farming Monkey King.
Oh my god, this Brood is actually so fat.
Yeah, 5.2k net worth. I mean, this is just Brood things. You farm so efficiently with the jungle
He's
and lane.
getting a dagger Nyx. Oh gosh, that's rather interesting.
I think the crazy thing about items like that is with that 20% cooldown reduction, you think of that cooldown on things like Blink because of that, and the uptime of being able to Blink, being able to constantly have ultimate is incredibly high.
I actually kind of like the 350 health though with his build, because he doesn't have any like stats. So having, I don't know, I think the other talent is also very good for his build.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're both amazing for a level 15
Because
talent.
if you think about the enemy lineup, Axe, Corp, they're gonna try and burst you. Whoops.
Bit low HP farming the jungle there. Victoria got a freebie. Levin's poised at top to go in. I don't think these 2 heroes can get the kill though. Miracle immediately got rid of the battle hunger with a well-timed boundless strike. Mid lane, Queen of Pain cannot really hold her ground against this
Has
battle.
she used her ulti yet? She's been trying so hard for the last 3 to 4 minutes. But there's like Liquid doesn't really give them any big openings.
Wame going in to steal some neutrals here, but this could be punished. There's multiple TPs coming in. He's surrounded by 4, make it 5 enemy heroes. They are converging on him.
The greed has been punished.
Yeah. He's gonna stun up some spiders, maybe just try and farm along his way out. He buys his Ogre Club, doesn't lose any money at least. Takes away some of the diaphragm.
What did he take? Like a
triple stack or something of Hellbears
he better hope they don't have dust.
yeah.
Okay,
It's fortunate there that they
did he get the tower?
No, it got. Oh, I think it got denied, right? Yeah, it got denied.
Oh,
by
it got
Brood.
denied.
He tried to get it, and then Brood was there. He's considering going in with the Vendetta. GH is being very proactive with the spirits, keeping them up.
He's gonna try and kill the IO.
There's a dire sentry what he's about to walk into. There's going to be a snowball initially, but Kuro's still going to get caught by this one. Maybe. Sonic Wave goes through, catches 3.
Oh, Ice Blast.
IO,
doesn't
GH.
clip the IO.
Very close. It's going to be Victoria going down to the first Ravage of the game. Mind Control.
Okay.
Happy to secure that kill.
Relocate top.
Top lane, yeah. 11. He's looking like he's a dead man. He's
Doesn't even need his team.
I was just about to say, what
that this hero does a lot of damage. Like seriously, a lot of damage. With his passive, like the passive is so strong.
Kill at mid now as Sven has bounced back, looking now to fight into Matu. Matu trying to lifesteal his way through this one. Ame has good armor, but with the Warcry wearing off, he's going to lose the fight, and in comes Miracle with a nice two-man stun. Mind Control's managed to get himself a couple of kills. The chase is on now as well. Possibly looking for victory. Has go Vendetta. This time, is there any detection? Doesn't look like it.
Kuro had a sentry, but it was too far.
Yeah. Plan further back. Yeah, maybe going to try and bait him in if there's more detection. Doesn't look like...
He has 4 observers. He really wants to plant them on the map.
Constant fighting has kind of not created those opportunities to do
yeah,
so.
and he died a lot as well. It's quite difficult to place down the vision if you're always dying. So right now, item-wise, they are close to the dagger on a Brood. Tide has arcane boots and a medallion, so they are thinking about getting an early Roshan.
Yeah, not even upgrading to the Solar Crest. The blink is
and
queued
Monkey
up
King
now.
has his Echo Save. So they have their first round of items. They're ready to fight.
LGD, it seems like, are waiting on this Axe Blink. He has the Vanguard Blink queued up, but it looks like he's going for the Blink first.
I think he should get the blink. I don't think he should get Vanguard. The game needs him to fight right now. If he goes for a Vanguard, it's going to be really bad for his team.
Cole is ready to lead some aggression here.
Oh no, the Sven.
Uh-oh, Ame needs to get that Warcry up, but he's already so low on health. Doesn't look like he'll find a way out of this one. Could look to scurry away. The earn damage ticking won't quite kill. He's up to 15 health. Trying to get out of there. Miracle does not have a Boundless Strike. Ame needs to find a way to TP on out. He's just going to run further away before he goes for that TP.
Wow.
Looks like he'll survive.
He's out. He's actually out.
Barely surviving. They know where Miracle is. Can they chop his tree? He's hopping around. Ice Blast's going to go flying across. Miracle. Looks like they don't quite know exactly where he is. They're pinging the tree.
They have the dagger on the axe now.
Being scouted, I don't believe so.
They're gonna
Hunting
try
where
to
they
set
go.
up something. Ice Blast is coming off cooldown in 20 seconds. X plus the Ice Blast.
Miracle.
Oh, no, they got the Brood.
Yeah, that's the big kill, if they can get that one. And they got the damage for it. They need more heroes here, and GH showing up. They surely don't. Ravage comes out. Mind Control. Catches out 4. He doesn't have great follow-up, though. So just the AA
The
kill for
Monkey
now.
King was way too far away, though.
Yeah, he was TPing into the shrine, couldn't quite get in there in time. 11 getting very low, in goes to the Sven with the ultimate, can't quite bring down Matu. He's trying to lifesteal his way through, will barely do so. He's back, he's healing up with the help of GH's IO, and it's 4 dead. GH also surviving on a sliver of HP. And what a team fight coming out from Liquid.
They used the Ice Blast earlier to scout. I think if they had Ice Blast, that fight would have been so good. They would have killed like 2-3 heroes instantly.
They needed it for Matu's Brood. He just healed himself back up with the lifesteal. 100% lifesteal coming out from the ultimate.
Yeah, they need the AA to blast like every target that they focus on first, because otherwise the IO will just heal and keep the person alive. So yeah, very crucial for them to have every single spell.
This is Monkey. Just a tree, I swear. Who is going to walk down this mid lane? Oh, he moves.
So right now, state of the game. They just use their Ravage and Monkey King ultimate to take a fight. Roshan? Maybe Roshan should be their... Because they have the Desolator on Brood and the Medallion. Has he completed a Solar Crest? Not yet, but they have these 2 items, so it's gonna be a very, very quick rush when they find an opening for it. LGD has to be very careful. The next fight, if they lose the fight, Liquid is gonna be able to get the Roshan.
Yep.
And
I do like what Sven's building. He's going straight into the Halberd rather than like the SMY. He wants that evasion. He wants the disarm against these right-clicking cores of Brood and
Monkey King has so much physical damage.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be even tougher for the Sven when Miracle, he's got a Diffusal queued up. That's an item that can get rid of the Warcry and negate that bonus armor.
LGD is making a smoke move right now, but the Quab just TP'd back to base. Oh, they saw him. They saw him placing the ward. This is not very good for LGD. They need everyone here. They need the co-op as well.
Yeah, Quap's blinking her way back though, so should...
She has the Orchid. She just completed the Orchid. So the Orchid would be very useful against the Tuskar and the IO.
The dire vision again, we see this with Kuro so often, getting these deep wards down, scouting out a lot. Monkey King has been pinged though. They seem to see him. They missed the blink call though.
Oh no, they missed.
They didn't know where he was. They guessed wrong. They still likely will get this
Yeah,
kill though. They
he's
drop
dead.
a lot of ultimates in.
Just the Ice
Down the
Blast
monkey.
actually. Just the Ice Blast. Yeah, he would like often like Kuro. I've been noticing their games for a while. He would often like carry 2 to 3 observers and plant it all at one go. Like let's say if they are gonna play the enemy jungle, he will like place 2-3 wards in the enemy jungle. But when they are losing and the game is not going so well, he will place like wards in their own jungle so that they could farm and control their jungle.
Yep. I mean, you can see the 4 wards up now. The 2 in the bottom were planted around the same time. The 2
Yeah.
on top were planted around the same time. Very much planted at that time with like, okay, we're going to fight around this area. Let's not just have a little bit of vision. Let's
He
have a
still
lot.
has 2 observer wards. So I think the next vision should be done around... Okay, he has 1 around the Roche pit. Yeah, because Roche will be the next important objective for either team. Like whoever wins the next fight or tries to make a fight happen, it will be around the Roshan area.
Good, they smoke up. We'll see where they look to go. They want to use
he-
this Ravage.
Yeah, so right now the Brood is queuing up a BKB next, so that's gonna be another power spike once she gets the BKB.
Oh, she hurt so much with the single target
Yeah,
damage
and
with
she
the
took the
Master Madness.
350 talent as well, so
Yep.
she's pretty tanky. Her smoke broke, so Mind Control knows that the Nyx is around.
And they miss the dust. And they see the Observer Ward being planted here.
All ultimates up though. Like
That-
this is gonna be a brawl here.
Yeah. For LGD, it starts well though. They pop the smoke, they deward the Observer Ward. They at least don't let Liquid have that vision initiation advantage. They're going
The
to fight
Nyx
on
is
equal
doing a good
terms.
job. Like he's giving his team a lot of information here. Very good job.
Hits the Impale. Relocate out will save the Tusk, but that's relocate down at least. Miracle still scouting out everything. He's on top of the trees here. We'll see what he looks
Oh, the
to do.
Tide is gonna get a big ultimate here. The Tide is gonna get a big ulti.
Oh, here goes Miracle. Drops
They
down
can't
the
fight
ultimate,
here.
but they can disengage. Meanwhile, 11 actually does go in. They find a way to go on the IO. That could be a big kill if they get. The Sonic Wave will finish off the kill. Kuro, a tiny smidgen too late to save him. The snowball in on the axe is going to be good, but off to the side, it's the Sven taking out the Brood. This is looking good for LGD. They've traded 3 for 1 so far, and it looks like Miracle does not have an escape. Has to turn and fight.
Very good decision, Parker, there by LGD. When they saw Miracle, he used his Wukong's command ahead of the fight. Like he wasn't able to use it in a position where he could have saved his teammate. And once LGD realized, oh, ultimate is wasted, let's just go in.
And they found the IO. Like the axe being able to find a blink call onto the IO meant so much there. When the main Miracle was trying to take the main fight further down, but killing the IO before the fight even began just really spelled trouble for Liquid.
Yeah, he like somewhat, I think he was trying to stop the enemy team from running into the relocate because they just used relocate. So he popped his Monkey King ultimate like a bit further ahead, whereas when LGD saw that, they did not even come from that direction. They just swing past from the Ancients area and they just walk like right down from here.
Yeah.
So it made it very obvious that the Monkey King ultimate was wasted at that point.
You mentioned Victoria. He was really the orchestrator of all that action, the scouting, the position.
Yeah, he was
He's
MVP of
in.
that fight.
He's been so good ultimate long. Like watching him play this 4th position, his just game sense, his movement has been absolutely fantastic. But Ice Blast will not connect on GH as he was looking to set up a kill there.
Yeah,
But
and it's starting to be quite annoying for the Wiz to play this game because like the Nyx and A, both our heroes are very bad for Wiz to go up against. The A stops your regenerating spells with ult call.
he got the
He
call.
got the call, he got the call, oh my god, he's dead!
Oh, he was baiting it. He
Oh,
was,
he's life draining!
oh, 11 almost
Oh
goes
my
down. That
God.
was so close. And oh, did they see that? Relocate. GH
Oh
comes
my god,
in.
he was so tanky.
But man, did the Axe react fast. Miracle pounced in and was looking to immediately tree dance back up, but Axe was ready for it and caught him. The ground, they'll now shrine back up.
Did not even cost them like a sonic wave. So okay, they have Aegis right now. The Sven Sven has his dagger.
They want to go fight.
They
Tide
should
may
be-
have Ravage soon,
They
but
should be heading to fight right now with the Aegis.
they got 15 seconds without the Monkey King, so they do feel they have a bit of an edge, and probably right in thinking that. Ame can't throw out a stun for now. He popped the Mask of
Oh,
Madness.
they might be able to catch someone here. Okay.
Oh, they get the silence on the Tusk. That should be a dead Tusk. The Sonic Wave will secure the kill. The Ravage comes out, but it's probably going to be too late. Mind Control can't be healed up because of the Ice Blast, and it's a Blink Scream to finish him off. GH needs a tether target to get out, but with 5 enemy heroes surrounding him, it's Maybe's beyond godlike streak that will finish him off as he gets a triple kill.
What coordination and game sense there by LGD. They're doing all the right things. They understood that Liquid are at their weakened state at that point, and Monkey King was still there for another 10-15 seconds, and it was their time to strike. They had their items up already, the dagger on the Sven. The Quap has her Orchid, has almost Shivas. It's going to be very difficult for Liquid to fight before they have, I think they need their BKB.
Exactly, I was just thinking
Brood needs a BKB. Monkey King's next item, I mean it's a damage item like Diffuser.
But he may need a BKB as well after that, it feels like.
Yeah, probably. But right now his progression has been like halted a lot. Like usually at this stage you want your Diffuser, Echo Saver, and maybe going into a Manta, considering a Manta either or a BKB. But right now he's like really slow, and it feels like he desperately needs the BKB already. Like he's not at a point where he's ahead, so he's gonna need the BKB ASAP.
You can see, I mean, it's reflecting the net worth. His teammate, the Tide, a hero that's not meant to really have more net worth than him does. Miracle is just being caught farming a couple of times. We saw it top. He's been involved in a lot of the action, but this is just not a power farming hero. It is a hero that if you try and fight and you're not successful, you'll fall off.
The mid fight really changed the game a lot. Like Liquid was in a way more comfortable position back then, but right now they have to try and avoid and try to get more items up. So Diffuser completed. Snowball.
They're going for the kill. Looks like they will. The Orchid is there. Kuro just going to try TP out. He may just die in the fountain, and yeah, he's going to not even make it to the fountain as he does die to Maybe's Queen of Pain. This co-op is just going off right now. 11-0. It is well and truly the Maybe show. You talk about how the two LGD teams are similar other than maybe the mid play, and we're seeing it here. Maybe's ability to just have a fantastic star performance.
Okay, they got the support, but at what cost, Parker? At what cost?
At the cost of Matu's Brood, who did not have a BKB to back up that aggression. So while he instantly burst down the AA, he pays for it with his life, and the Sven Quap on the high ground still have an Aegis on Maybe's Quap.
This is probably like maybe 2 lanes of Rex? Just 1 lane, yeah.
We'll see how much damage they can do. The Sven is actually maybe
even
even 0 lane.
They're actually backing off.
It's a tough time with the Tide Ravage coming back up. The Monkey King ultimate.
Okay, I mean I can understand. They actually don't, because we have the view of the Brood not having buyback, and for LGD they're kind of worried because they know that Ravage is up. They are worried about a buyback, Ravage into 2-3 heroes, and things could be really bad for them. So
and the Aegis was maybe 30 seconds left on it, so they play it safe. They find another pick, and if they can just keep getting kills like this and maintaining map control, they're going to be looking fine. Fine and dandy. LGD.
Yeah, and right now,
some great Dota right now.
Right now they just need to like try and contain them, maybe play some more. They have one good lane ward in the middle area. They can see if Liquid comes up from the mid lane. So ideally you want to have like maybe another ward around their Ancients area or the bottom side of the map. You control and contain them, pick them off when you can, and wait for next Roshan. If you need the next Aegis, then choose to go for the high ground. So right now it's more about starving their opponents. I mean, I think they can still fight them because as long as Brood does not have BKB, I don't think Liquid can actually fight into a huge scale engage.
Well, it feels like the game plan of starving them, and while you do that, you find by starving you open up the ability to find pickoffs because you keep the lane so pushed out. Any hero that kind of pokes their nose out, it seems LGD are just trying to go for pickoffs rather than full-on 5v5 fights. Fighting into the team fight of a Tide Ravage is maybe just something they just don't want to do right now. So
depends on the place where you're taking the fight. Of course, when you're going up high ground, then the Ravage plus the Wukong's command is very difficult to deal with. But let's say if you're going into an open area, like around the jungle area or around the river, you're fighting in those kind of open engages. You have the Quap, you have the Axe, heroes that are really mobile, and the Nyx to scout things out, then it becomes easier for you to take those kind of fights, you know, because you have the vision and advantage, you're controlling the map. And going outside the map is more difficult for Liquid.
Yeah, come Liquid, they smoke up as 4. Brood has to scurry her way over there.
Does she have a BKB?
She does. It's coming on the courier.
I think she has it, right?
With the no TP, it doesn't have a quick way into this fight.
Yeah, they want to take this fight. They are at their power, like one of their power timings right now with the Brood BKB.
Yeah. They have to be careful though, because there is still a potential call to go through this BKB. And the Ice Blast could stop that ultimate from regenning. Tide in the front, looking to maybe use this Ravage. Matu gets some good scouting information. They do see a lot here. Where's that Blink Ravage? Are they going to go for a Mind Control? Goes into BKB from Arme. He's faster. Gets it off before the Ravage even hits him. The Snowball looking to chase down maybe, but he gets away from it. The core goes through.
Brood.
The BKB Brood going to go down. This is a disaster for Liquid. Mind Control going to be chased away. The maybe Queen of Pain gets another kill. Somebody stop this man. He is just tearing through Team Liquid, who get the kill on the support AA. No relocate out for you.
That's gotta be
5
Rax.
for 1. Rax, multiple lanes, bottom and middle both likely to go down, and
So
possibly even
that's like
game
2
over.
lanes, right?
What
Oh
a
my
fast
God.
reaction from Arme. The Blink Ravage coming out from smoke, and he was quick enough to BKB
I'm
it.
still like a bit not sure about that too, because the follow-up was quite fun. Maybe if he gotten the... Yeah, I guess if he ravaged the Sven, they can probably follow up with the... Because the Tusk was very far away, he couldn't reach with his snowball.
Yeah, he wasn't able to get the
quap.
The quap blinked away, and the snowball then... The snowball worked against him. It pulled him really deep into the enemy.
I think they were a little bit too far behind, because his team was like still not able to follow up.
Well, part of it was also the smoke was wearing off, so he didn't really have much longer
It was like
to wait for them.
quite a desperate move there, because they just got their Brood and they were behind the whole, like, the last 10 minutes of the game. So they really wanted to get something done.
We'll see another live action battle view of this team fight. The snowball, you can see it there, going through, chasing, putting Kuro in a rough spot. And the big play was that call on the Brood. 11 gets the blink call with a blade mail. That Brood was not fighting her way through that one. The BKB working against her in some ways, giving her a sense of overconfidence to go charging in, and the Axe, he was the answer.
But she kind of has to be the frontliner. She has to be the one like going in so that the Monkey King and Tide can find a good opportunity to...
And just rely on the IO Tusk kind of to save.
I'm not sure, like, I don't think they are... I'm not very sure though, like the heroes don't feel like they can chase very well. Like the Brood is a hero that wants to chase very well, like a lot to fight. But Tide and Monkey King, they want to fight in an area like so as the Tusk. You have your Sigil, your Wukong's command, you want to fight at a... You don't want to chase too far basically. If you have to chase, then the heroes are going to waste their ultimates, and the fight is probably going to be really bad for Liquid. They need to like, control someone right away and destroy someone, kill someone with their first initiation, with either with the Tusk or with the Tide. Whereas for LGD, if they are going to be able to kite out the fights, draw the fight out, then the fight will be very favorable for them.
Good, with another Ravage back up, are looking for their next engagement. They are grouped as 5, perhaps looking for a more controlled engagement. Miracles on the top of the tree here. I don't know if they will see Victoria now with the Vendetta no longer up. Miracle could consider going in. They go... Ooh, jump on Victoria, force out a Carapace. Matu did not fully commit to that one. Looks like Liquid will be pulled back to their base to defend.
And they have a gem on the Tide. Not sure if you talked about that. So they're gonna be able to get back some map control here with the gem. And for LGD, they're kind of waiting just for the Roshan. Like typical, like just be very disciplined. You're ahead. You try not to throw. You do all the things that you need to do. Take out every single altar tower. Take out the shrines if you can, and secure the Rosh before you enter high ground.
Yeah, the Liquid, it's try and figure out when that comes up and contest it. They keep sending Spiderlings out to scout it. It has respawned now.
They have to go out and fight though. If the Roshan is claimed by LGD, I think the game is like pretty much over. There's no more chances for them.
Yeah, Matu will get vision of it for his team, seeing, okay, it is up now, and here come Liquid. They are smoked up, ready to go.
Victoria is gonna try to break the smoke. Let's see if he can get out. Look at him.
The Tide is there with
okay,
Gem.
job's done.
Blink, he gets Gush, but he also dodged it with the Blink. Nice. Impale catches Kuro on the snowball in, but he has been blocked off by the shards here. But come Arme! Oh boy.
Okay.
Good
GG.
night.
GG.
GG calls Winter as they'll bring down the Monkey King as well. They may just call it off of that. GH, 3 seconds to survive. It should be fine for him. It's just support. Oh no, he relocated back to the middle lane. He will not be fine. They're waiting. Queen of Pain. They're going to march down this middle lane. Great blink call with a Sven. LGD, they know. That fight right there sealed the deal. And Liquid will not call it, but in their minds, in their hearts, I'm sure they know this game has been lost off of that fight. Kuro just sitting in the fountain knowing he cannot do it alone. We'll have to wait for teammates to respawn, and even when they do...
I mean, Brood is like... It's
GG.
pretty difficult to win with this hero. Man. Like you can have like I've seen so many Brood games where you have such a good start in the laning phase. You farm a lot. You get like some, let's say 11, 12, maybe 30-minute all-kit power trades. But then after that, trying to close out and build on the advantage becomes quite tough.
Yeah.
I rarely see Brood like win games because of this, because the hero, that's how the hero is designed. Like she wins you the laning phase, she makes it very annoying, but it's very difficult to progress after that.